So I didn't have a ton of time, but quickly I want to show you just how to get started here, right? So install some different applications in Odoo. You'll see all of them here. I installed like sales, website, e-commerce, help desk, purchase, inventory, etc. Um, I also went in, and now we can start from scratch, right? So let's say we want to create some products, right? In our pet store, maybe we have a product called dog food, right? It's a stockable product. Categories, don't worry about it. Create a SKU for this product. How much do we sell it for on the shelf, and what do we pay for it, right? And then also, who do we buy it from? Well, we can say we buy it from the pet supply distributor, and we can say we pay that person $4.99 for it, just like that. Inventory, right? We just buy it. We don't make it to order anything. And if you want to also create a reordering rule, this will order more dog food automatically from the pet supply distributor whenever we get below a quantity of 7 in our, let's say 5 units in our warehouse, and it'll make sure we have 25 units in our stock always, just like that. So that's one example of the dog food. Also, you go to inventory configuration, right? In configuration, there's a bunch of settings. You may want to do settings like units of measure. You want to make lot serial numbers, expiration dates if dog food can expire, things like that. If you have multiple locations in your stock, do that. Yeah, and then we can also, let's look up some dog food images, make it nice and fun. Something like this. We'll use this in our demo. And we can go back to our, now those settings are turned on, right? So back to our dog food, we can edit the image. We can also publish this product on our website. I'll click publish up here. Now we can also, maybe when a pet store, I'm not sure if you're selling dogs and things like that, then dogs are going to be serialized, right? Like for sure. So you'll create a product titled, we'll call it a Newfoundland dog, and we'll say we sell it for $1,299, and we track it based on a serial number, and we can track, if we want to track who we buy it from, we can say the dog park, and we pay $8.99 for the dog. So at that point, and we can also track your costs too. It's always important. So in this instance, we have a tracked serial number. So let's say I purchase a dog, right? I'm going to create a purchase order manually for a new Newfoundland from the dog park. I'm buying it, and you're going to see it's for $8.99. All is good. I can email my dog park here the request for purchase. But I'll just go ahead and confirm the PO, and it'll automatically generate. Here I can access the incoming shipment for the new dog, which when I want to receive it, I click that. I give this dog its own serial number, right? And we can just say something like this, and I'm receiving 1 unit of it, and I confirm it. And once I validate, it's in my stock. I can go to my, my inventory valuation, and I can see here I have 1 Newfoundland dog in stock. That's that. Like that. And we can see it's valued at $8.99. So, and there we have this as well, 1 Newfoundland dog in stock. We can drill down, look at the dog, look at the picking moves, see when it came in, at what time, etc. Now, that's the basics. Maybe you want to sell that dog online, right? We can do Newfoundland dog images, just like that, right? Now we go back to our product page, just as we did with the dog food, edit, and you're good to go. And now let's say we want to sell this online as well. I'll go back here, product. We can add categories, right? And you can get into more detail with all this, like dog dogs, alternative products, right? Maybe we want to also sell some dog food, and we can say show if it's in inventory. So, in a nutshell, that is how this would the basic configuration would work for a pet store. A pet store would have a point of sale for sure. The point of sale allows for quick checkout. So I'm going to run through two scenarios with you quickly. One where we go online as a customer and we buy this dog, the Newfoundland dog, and I'll show you how Odoo will fulfill the order. And then the second scenario is someone will come in and want to purchase some dog food from us, right? So, first scenario is the dog. Now I'm going to go into an incognito window to play customer for a minute. Here's what the customer would see, right? And we can dress up the website even if we want to. I'll show you right now how to do that. It's worth knowing. All right, because we'll go into our back end here, go to the website, edit, and begin creating a little store. Something like that, whatever you want it to be, right? You can add all these pictures, all this, great. Take your time dressing that up. Go here, refresh, it automatically updates. Now I'm a customer looking at this website, right? I can go to the shop, and I can see the basics here, and I didn't set it up very nicely, categories, but I see the two products I have available for sale. I want to buy one of these dogs. I'm going to go here, add to the cart. It's going to ask me, it's going to give me some suggested products. Nah, I just want the dog for now. Process the checkout. What's your name? My name is Nicholas Kaczynski. What's my email? Nicholas, there it is. All my information shows up. Confirm. And I'll just pay now. Through a wire transfer. In his demos, I think, I'm not sure. Yeah. My order is pending. The order will be validated once I confirm the payment. So in a real scenario, I go back here, I look at my orders, and I'll see it's still in the quotation phase because it's pending, right? I can see the transaction theoretically, but what'll happen is the customer will make the payment and the order would get confirmed automatically. So what you'd be looking at is something like this in your system. If someone makes a payment online, it would be a little bit more involved because you'd have a Stripe or an authorized.net where the transaction would be executed, and you'd also see an invoice like I did in the demo yesterday during the event. But you'll see, most importantly, your stock operations, which are necessary to fulfill this order. We can see we already have one reserved, and we already see it's the only one we have in stock, which is this serial number. And when I'm ready to ship it, I can just click that, confirm, and I can mark it as validate. You can also do this through the inventory app, right? I can see I have one to do now, right? I go in, it's for that sale order 1, which occurred online, and I validate it, and again, it'll ship it out. I can see my traceability here as well. That Newfoundland dog, this serial number, I can drill down. I can see when it came in and when it came out of my warehouse. I can see the actual record it came in on, right? And I can drill and see it was actually brought into stock 5 minutes ago. So that is, in a simple nutshell, how the order gets fulfilled. The next step, since you don't have this Stripe or authorized.net integration hooked up, you'll have to manually invoice your client. You'll click Create Invoice. You'll manually view the invoice. Here's the invoice, the dog, the price, everything looks good. It's still in the draft stage, so you can still edit it. Once I validate it, however, you'll see right here, watch, journal entries get posted, just like that. So now you've done something to the accounting system as well, because you've debited account receivable, credited product sales. And then from here, you can also directly register the payment, $12.99, or you can get a check in the mail, let's say, and register the payment this way, as if I'm an accountant. So now the accountant would say, hey, I got a new payment in the mail, I'm going to register this payment. I'm going to say it's a check from Nick Kaczynski for $12.99. I'll confirm the payment, and then it'll ask me to match it up here. Or I can click Advisor Manual Match here, Manual Reconciliation. But I'll do it right from here. and it'll automatically tell me, Odoo, which invoice most likely I should associate this to, right? You'd see if there are multiple invoices open, it would let me choose, and I can choose by clicking it, and then I can reconcile it. This key thing comes up, and I'll see here that invoice has been marked as paid automatically. So that is essentially how you could sell something online and receive a check for it. If you want to see how to sell something in a storefront, let's go to the point of sale. In this instance, someone would come in and I'd be running a session. This is what a session looks like. I'll have all my items for sale through the POS. And if you don't want to sell the dog through the point of sale, you don't have to, but you can, right? You'll see everything. As customers come in, you can place orders. Maybe someone comes in and wants to buy, let's call it 20 units of dog food. Okay. I can assign my customer. I can take the payment. They're going to pay cash. Validate it. There's my receipt that prints. Next order. Once I'm done, close it, confirm. And again, they can also, if you have credit card payment hook up in there, it'll also allow you to pay by credit card. So what we're looking at now is if I go into my inventory, if I go to reporting, I still have negative 20 units of dog food on hand, right? It allows me to sell negative in this instance. So it's going to deduct from stock automatically as you sell things. In this instance, I also have a reordering rule created for that dog food, right? So if I look at that dog food, it's set to 5, it's going to order 25. So right now I should see a purchase order generated in my purchasing app for 45 units of dog food. Why? Because it already knows I sold 20 and it knows that I need to have 25 in stock. So in order to get to 25 in stock, I have to fulfill both the 20 and order 25, which means 45. So if I go to operations, run these schedulers, which is just automated procurements, go to purchasing, I'll see I have a new PO, open it up, and it's for 45 units of the dog food. Great. So now I'll go to confirm this, right? I'll receive these products, validate it, bring it into stock, and it's now in my stock. And if I go look at my inventory reporting here, I'll see I have my 25 units on hand. I'm back up to par. So that is how that would work. Point of sale also has implications in accounting. You'll see the open cash that we've received through point of sale here. You'd also see a point of sale journal here. And you would also, if I went into point of sale, and if I close this out, it'll ask me to validate journal entries and all of that. So that's all accounting related, right? Now I can go to my reporting, look at a general ledger, and, what did I do wrong? Okay. Go here, look at a general ledger, unfold all, and I'll see all those transactions that occurred, right? I'll see the 2 product sales I have, the dog and the dog food. I'll see the cash that I took here from the main point of sale terminal. I'll see the invoice that, the customer invoice that was reconciled here for the dog, and then I'll see here all of the accounts receivable, which include the invoice and the customer payments reconciled on here. And I can go to a P&L and actually have visibility into what my total income is. And I can see right now it's $1,698 for those bags of dog food and the dog I sold. And because I didn't pay my vendors anything yet, I don't see any expenses, and therefore I don't see what my true net profit is. But if I did enter all of those expenses, I would certainly have that visibility. So in a nutshell, I think that should be enough to get you by. You can also go to sales, reporting, start to drill down into analyze product sales here. So we can say break out by product, break out by, status, or even go to orders. Yeah, point of sale orders and sale orders are going to be different here. Keep that in mind. So that's what I'd say would be a good option for you. There's anything else there's one other thing, right? There's the help desk that might be useful if someone submits a support ticket here. For instance, if I go to here, I submit a support ticket, like my dog is sick, help, send that in. If I go back to my Odoo environment and go into my help desk, I'll see I have one new unassigned ticket. What could that be? My dog is sick. open it up, see the email right here. I can respond from Odoo. We are on our way. So your help desk team can manage all of this right through here. And then if I go back to my back to that email, I can see here my dog is sick. We are on our way. Right, so everything gets communicated, stored, and if I look back through the lens of that contact, again, as I mentioned, right, I can see the sale that I did for the dog, the point of sale order I did for the dog food, the help desk ticket, and I can also, this is the invoice for the dog, excuse me, the point of sale order for the dog food, right, the 3 units. I can see the help desk ticket that that customer submitted, the stage it's in, and drill down into that. Or I could also see here the sale order for the initial Newfoundland dog, which came in via the e-commerce website, as I can see here through the sales channel. So that is kind of the overview. Let me know if you have any questions beyond that.